Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon, so you never miss any new updates, cause whenever we upload new video you will get a notification on your phone.
Hi, today in my bench I have this Tonylee. It is an st8001. It is a power amplifier. Now the owner of this unit who bring it to me, he is a customer of mine, and he said, according to his word, that he was using it and it was working fine, so he shut it off. And the next day when he tried to use it, he plugged the speakers and he put the signal in the correct way, and it didn't work at one channel. So today in this video we are going to take this unit apart and take a look at the design of it and see what is wrong in it. So without further ado, let me remove the cover, undo these screws. And by the way, this thing weighs a ton, because this thing, it is the cabinet in it, it is all metal, and it is a thick metal. As you can see from the edges in here, it is about 2 millimeter in thickness. So yeah. So as I said, let me remove the cover, take a look inside and see what's wrong in this unit. And we're back, and I removed the screws that hold the cover to the body of the unit, and I had to remove 16 screws, and they are 4 millimeter flushed head screws. And I have I had to remove this beefy screw. It is about 10 millimeter of thickness, and it is beefy, and it is installed in this hole over here. Now one thing caught my attention when I was removing this screw, that if we zoom in a little bit, the metal insert, there is no metal insert for the screw to be screwed in to it. It is plastic. Now my guess is because there is another screw from the downside of the unit, that it is this screw, it is, or this screw and the other screw, it is used to hold the toroidal transformer in place to the body of the unit. And right off the bat, this is not something that it is good. When you are using a beefy screw like this, it is better to use a formed or metal kind of insert, not a plastic one. This is cheesy. Anyway, let me remove and put the screws at the side and try to remove the cover. How can we remove the cover? There is something else that hold it into its place. Oh, here we go. Oh, you need to slide it. There you go. And here is the cover, has been removed. Let me take a look at here. Tonylee. Serial number, no mention where it is designed. So anyway, by the way, this thing, it is in a really good condition. The owner of this, he used it for a living, so he kept it in really neat and really nice condition. Here you go. I put and let's take a look. As I said, my thought about the use of the insert, it was correct. Here is the toroidal transformer, and by the way, this is a huge toroidal transformer. It is about a 20 amp, so yeah, or maybe 25. So it is really heavy, and it is held to the body of the unit by the same kind of screw that you saw earlier, and there is one, it is existed in the upper cover that I removed. So let me pause this and give you a close view about the build quality of this unit. And here we go. As you can see, it is really nice construction. And if we take a look in here, I don't know if you can see it. By the way, lifting this, this thing, it is almost weight about up to 35 kilograms, so it is really heavy. Good God. Oh, wow. Here is the information of the... Let me pause this video a little bit and turn on the flash, because this thing, it is impossible to be handled with one hand. So here is the transformer, and here is the close shot or a close view about the voltages, and there is 21 volt 0.7 at 1.5 amps, and there is another one, there is 98 volt 11.5 amps. Oh my God. And there is a 49.35 volts. So this thing, it is way and has a lot of power in it. So as I was saying, this thing, it is not only it is heavy, this thing, it has a lot of power on it or in it. So as we can see, continuing examining the build quality of the unit, as you can see, there is a lot of dirt and dust, and that is because this thing, when they assemble it, they did not design a cooling tunnel. So what does a cooling tunnel does? The cooling tunnel allow the air to be sucked from the vents and get thrown out of the through the fans without touching all of the component, and this thing doesn't have that. What this thing have is aluminum cooler, and it is the amplifier board. It is designed, and all of the transistors are screwed to the aluminum cooler in this way. This thing, it is really hard to service because you have to disassemble the entire thing. And the other thing, that when the fans are operating and they are collecting all of the dirt and dust from the air, you can really see the results. I don't have to explain it better, you can view it and judge on it yourself. And here is the other channel. So in conclusion, two channels, right, left, toroidal transformer, beefy capacitors, and they are, I believe, an 80 volts, 10,000 microfarad capacitors. If we can really see, and this thing you cannot lift it with one hand, regardless how powerful you have or your arm are. And look at the beefy wire AC cable. Here we go. 80 volt on 10,000 microfarad. There is 8 of them. And here is the input board. So this thing, it is really nice construction from a point, and it is crappy in the other points. So yeah. So without further ado, let me pause this video, clean it a little bit, and try to power it up, and we will see what's wrong in it. So after disassembling the amplifier and clean it up, I tested all of the fuses, and I found that these two fuses are okay. One of the fuses in here, it is damaged, and that is what supplies this part of the amplification circuit that carry the positive through it, that passes the positive rail through it to this section. So I unscrew the screws that hold the cooler to the body of the unit, and I tested each of these transistors by desoldering the base of each transistor individually, and I found these 4 transistors, they are gone. This one, and this one, and this one, and also this one. The others are okay. So my diagnostic, that because there is this dust and dirt with a little bit of moisture, scramble the operation of the biasing circuit, and that what led to these transistors to be blown up. Luckily for the owner, the damage did not exceed these 4 transistors, and he is lucky to get away with these 4 transistors. I tested all of the other component, and all of the other component, they are okay. So after that, I'm going to reassemble the entire thing, replace the blown fuse, and let's try it on, and we will see what happens. And we're back, and here is the amplifier board has been completely reassembled and back into its place, and here is the blown fuse that I replaced. And let me just zoom in a little bit in order so you can see it better. It is this guy over here, and that supply this amplification circuit, or this power amplifier circuit, with the positive rail. As you can see, it is all goes to here. So anyway, let's turn it on, and we will see how it will work. Here we go. I already plugged it in. Hope it will work. Cross your fingers, everybody. Here you go. The power relay has been kicked in, and here is the protection relay has been engaged or has been turned on. And that is a really good indication that there is no problem in this amplifier board anymore, apparently. Now there is a several kind of tests that we can confirm that the amplifier board it is working or not, and one of them, and the most important one, is there is no abnormal voltages on the output of each channel. So I'm going to probe the output connectors of each channel using the VOM, and I already selected the 10 volt AC scale on the VOM, and I'm going to probe first channel 1 while the amplifier it is working, and I'm going to probe channel 2 also while the amplifier it is working. So where is the VOM, and there is channel 1, as we can see. And by the way, there is a broken connector in the output of channel A. That is the owner's fault, not mine. But he is not using these, he is using this, the other connectors. So yeah, as we can see, there is no abnormal voltages in the AC, and if we turn to DC, there is no abnormal voltages as well. So let's move to channel B. Here you go. There is no abnormal voltages, and here we go, also no abnormal voltages. That is a really good indication that there is no problem, apparently there is no problem in the output of any of the amplification board or the power board. Now the next test is we are going to try to inject a signal, and we will see if there is a movement in the VOM, and that is should be done only on the AC and on the AC 10 volt range. So anyway, I already connected the adapter, and let me try turn on the signal from the DVD, and let's, as long it is in channel B, here we go. Here you go. Let's boost up the volume. As we can see, it is working, and apparently it is working like it should be. So let me remove this from the channel B and connect it to channel A, and repeat the same process in the channel A, and we will see how it will work. If we are going to have the same effect, as we can see, let's open the volume, boost up the volume, and as we can see, it is behaving like in the channel B. So channel A and channel B are producing a signal, and that is really good. Now the final test is to connect a speaker to the terminals of the amplifier, and we will see what kind of sound that this amplifier it is producing. So let me unplug this, lower the volume, and that control channel A. grab a speaker terminal and connect speaker to terminal A, and here you go. Let's boost up the volume. There is a lot of... Here we go. So as we can see, channel A, it is working and it is producing a really clear sound. So that is channel A. Let me connect and switch the speaker connectors to channel B, and we will see how channel B it is behaving. As we can see, here is channel B has been connected. Okay, and here is channel B. Let's boost up the volume. Oh yeah, channel B, it is also has a clear sound and it is working like it should be. So in the end, I believe I managed to fix it, and we have a successful repair has been done in this amplifier. All what I have to do now is close the back cover and I'm done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.